sure. But I can imagine, like any mother, so many people have tried before and it didn't happen. So who cares who has tried? Just great. If it works, it works. I said, I don't know my blood type, so don't get your hopes up. So when they told me that I have to go get my blood works done to find out what my blood type is, and they're going to call me back the Monday, didn't call me back the Monday, I figured, oh well, God, I did my part. Right? And then they called me back the Tuesday and said, you're a match. I'm like, oh, I guess my part isn't finished yet. So from then it was like a breeze. I was excited doing it. It was really exciting. I found it to be a great honor doing it. It's like one of those things that somebody give you this huge responsibility, and they say, well, we need you to take this from here over there, and it's a responsibility because you have to deliver it perfect. No blemishes, no tints, no dents. It can't fall. It can't have no nothing to it. It must be perfect. And that responsibility is a great responsibility. Now, if you asked me this a year ago, would I have done something like this, I'd probably tell you no. So doing that is an honor to be able to do this. And as I said to Jada's mom, now that I'm doing this, Jada will have a Christmas gift, life. Yeah, so she got a Christmas gift.
It's pretty heavy stuff. So what's involved? I mean, you see the pictures and you see how invasive this type of surgery is. So tell us about the surgery. They cut you open and they take out, obviously, part of you.
Third.
So tell us what happened.
They take a third out, and they were explaining to me prior what would take place. Apparently, how they showed the liver to me is that from the bottom portion, like the two main veins. I could be totally wrong. I can't remember exactly right now. Two main veins. I think an artery, and the top, the same thing. And how they're going to cut off a portion from the right lobe and a portion from the left lobe to make it all in one, and then they will do their thing. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, still my piece is a little big for Jada because she's a small child, but they make it fit. They made it fit.
So how is your liver now? You've lost a third of your liver. What happens to you?
Me now, as they normally say, great team at Toronto General Hospital, great team of doctors. They work to make sure that I'm healthy, I'm okay, get back to my normal life. I have to be careful with things like blood clotting. I need to exercise every day. My breathing needs to be just as good as well, because I can have what you call a lung collapse. If short breathing, after a while the lungs are not getting what it needs and it can collapse. So it's been a change.
So knowing all these things that could go wrong, why on earth would you want to do something like this?
As I said, when God calls, you answer the call because you know He has something better for you. Even if it's death, it's still better.
So you were prepared to die to go through this?
Yeah, I was. My wife and I discussed it actually.
You did?
Yeah.
What was that conversation like?
And we talked about, in the case they come in and say, well, it didn't go well and he died, that make sure the part of my organs are donated to somebody else so that somebody else can live. So we did discuss it. We did not have any grumbling. That's my stomach talks.
I was wondering what that was.
But obviously that's not something that often goes wrong. I mean, the doctors are, this is a well-oiled machine. This is a science now. They can go and literally harvest part of your liver, put it in Jada, sew you up, and it's rare that something like that happens, but you were prepared for for something completely unplanned for.
That's right. That's right. These guys are great. So far, if I'm not mistaken, I think they've done almost 300 operations like this, and they've had no casualties. But there's always room for one, so it could start anywhere.
So what message do you want to send to other people? Because, you know, a lot of people don't even sign their donor card, you know, that they have in their wallet.
That.
So what's the message? I mean, not everyone is going to do what you did and be a living donor. Most people think of donation as, should anything happen to me, then I want my organs to benefit other people. So what message do you have to other people?
You know, my wife and I watched a show once on television, and the doctor was saying, if this guy's donor card had on it as a donor, they would not have done anything to save him because he was so badly mashed up. But because he didn't, they worked to save his life. Now picture 1 million people seeing that. What kind of message you sending? You just shut down the opportunity for people signing the donor cards, right? So, and then you have a bunch of people dying, and there's good lungs, liver, you name it, available that still cannot be touched. So for me to tell other people, it's like, it's a touch and go situation, because you see that and 1 million people see it, I'm thinking, I don't want to sign my donor card. You're not going to work hard to save my life. So why should I try to save somebody's life? And you're killing me in the process. But still, whatever you can do now, because apart from doing live donorship, there's still bone marrow transplants, there's still all these different things you can get involved in. There are probably people out there right now who are halted between two opinions, whether or not there should be a kidney, there's still kidneys to be donated to as well. Maybe they want to do it, but they're scared to do it. This is a piece of cake. It's a piece of cake. I've done it. I can speak for myself.
And you survived.
And I survived. And I'm the least to survive, but I survived. So it's not bad. I mean, the doctors that take care of you, live donors, they work twice as hard too, because they generally receive the worst of it all. The live donors receive the worst of everything. The recipients bounce back and they're gone, right? The live donors are still suffering.
Why is that?
I just think because you're taking a healthy body and you're automatically making it sick, right? The recipient has already been sick, so for them it's like feeling better. For you, it's feeling, oh my God. For me, 2 steps and I'm tired. I talk too long and get tired, and I love to talk. My wife can tell you that. So for me now, it's like my daughter's saying to me, "Dad, don't talk much now." I can't. You know, you get in your drain, so you gotta make that. You gotta talk to your body. Okay, you get back there slowly, but you know, step by step.
And I'll just ask the final question, because now I'm feeling bad that I'm making you talk all this time.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
What's the prognosis for you? I mean, obviously, you know, every day you're getting better and better. I'm sure after surgery, a deep breath was taxing.
Yeah.
Standing up was taxing. But you're back home. You're getting better every day. But how much longer will it take for you to really recover?
Approximately, I'm into my 2nd week. It's 6 to 12 weeks of recovery. If I don't try to be a hero, I'll do very well in 6 weeks. Pushing yourself is not one of the things to do. You do what they tell you to do, you stick to what they tell you to do, and you recover very nicely. You know, make sure you take the medication that they give you. The breathing exercise, believe it or not, blowing into a bubble is thinking like, what is this? You know, if I was doing this before, I'm thinking, now to do this, like, oh, I get tired doing this, blowing into this bubble, and I can see myself in the next 2 weeks being able to do it, and I'm okay. You know, so it's a slow recovery, but it's worth it all.
What did Candy say when you said you were going to do it? When the results came back and you said, they said you were a match, and you said, it's one thing for the results to come back and they tell you you're a match. It's another thing for you to say, I'm going to do it.
I remember I shouldn't say I remember, they told me. I spoke so many things from Tuesday night to probably Thursday morning that I don't remember. I had a conversation with Candy after the surgery, or Melissa, and I said, how's Jada doing? And they said they're still working on her, but she's doing great. And she says, how you doing? I said, I'm doing well. And she probably started to cry and I don't remember. And I said, don't worry, hun, it's going to be okay. So I guess at this point, this is when it all hit in. It's actually happening. It's not a myth anymore. It's not supposedly, but it's happening. So I think that's when she became totally overtaken.
And from the time you got results, the time you went under the knife, how long was it in between?
The results of me...
When they said you're a match, and then how much?
It took almost... Because you see, they have to work in different things to find out that your liver is good, one. Your blood sugar levels are okay, your heart is okay. So you have different things. I had to go through biopsies, MRIs, CT scans. They did the sugar test on me as well.